What's up, winners? On this channel, we learn to see through manipulation, have fun doing it. We have a very special guest, RHR Jen.
Hi, thanks so much for having me. Hi, Leo.
Thanks for coming. So, Jen, what do you have going on with your channel and projects?
Well, you and I just did some collabs, so check those out on my channel if you want to see more Dylan and I together. And I have my second channel I've been launching. It is what my name is, Goose Adventures, and it's my weight loss channel. I'm showing how I lost 130 some odd pounds. And so you can find out how I did it over here at Goose Adventures. It's a very supportive flock, and we're just kind of encouraging each other. So check that out if you're interested.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yay.
So, we have uh, that's definitely more positive to check out, but we have some of the Meghan weirdness. Meghan burned another bridge based on her crazy demands. We're going to check out.
Yeah, here you go.
So we had Megan's traditional hang on to every man that she could possibly find, cling to him. That's how the relationship started.
Yes, that's a very good point. Yeah, so this is Edward Einenfull from British Vogue. He was editor of British Vogue. And here's the article you brought.
Yes. This is actually making me think. So so Megan, the whole thing here is Megan has these crazy demands, which we're gonna get into. That she was making of him and Vogue completely ridiculous.
Mhm.
And they didn't work. But maybe that's part of why it didn't work. She was used to like trying to entice producers and things, hanging on to them. But again, everyone's free, but he's not, Megan's not his type. So it didn't
Yeah.
work. She's like, give me what I want, give me what I want. He's like, whatever, get out of here.
That is a very good point. You're right. So maybe if
Yeah.
her him feminine charm didn't work, then she's just like, "Hey, bestie, like we're gonna
Yeah,
hang."
exactly.
Could
Exactly.
could you imagine though going into somebody's work and take like I'm gonna come to your job, take over, put my arm through yours, and you're like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Yeah. It's like, yeah, trying to treat him like well, no, she's actually more respectful than Harry. I was gonna say like Harry, but
Yeah,
Harry, she
true.
drags him around. At least here it's kind
Yeah.
of arm in arm.
Yeah, that's true. Because this guy can do for more for her now than Harry can.
Good point, yeah. We had
Um,
these crazy
yeah.
demands.
Mhm.
So, the One World Summit, which you had to suffer through that. I think you watched that.
Yes, I recapped it on my channel. I think I made a bingo out of it. She just could not stop talking about herself. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Was it she said "I" like over 100 times in what, 10 minutes or 8
It was
minutes?
so crazy. I cannot remember the number, but yeah, I think it was between like 10 and 13 minutes, and it was so much. I,
It
me,
was
I.
over 100, which I think
Mhm.
would averages out to like an eye every 6 seconds or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, something like that. That's crazy. Can you
And
imagine?
Meg
If I paid you to do that, would you be able to do that? That'd be hard.
It's tough, yeah. Well, I guess I'll just get a transcript of one of Megan's speeches, just read it off if it was for money, like, "Me, I."
That's
So, Megan, I think there's the next one has it
Yeah.
too. She wanted to
Parents, I think.
yeah, she
Yeah.
wanted the cover of this magazine, and she wanted to be about her, quote, "charity work," which is really highlighting her speech about herself,
Mhm.
and then
She wanted
this.
control, yeah, over all of it. The photographer, the writer, the edit, the photos, the cover lines, the global issue. Can you imagine?
She wanted Vogue to be renamed to Meg, the greatest, most beautiful magazine. Megan is so beautiful magazine. She said that, and if they won't do it, you're not friends with her anymore. Um, I mean,
Well,
it
Dylan,
remind
is this a good time to announce you've changed your channel name to,
Oh,
Goose
yeah.
Communication? Yeah.
Yeah, Goose
Yeah.
Communications. Yeah.
Yeah, honk, honk, yeah.
I wonder what the demands were, like, literally, I wish we could find that. She wanted her own writer, and what did her writer write? It's just like, you know,
Oh,
M what was Edward was
uh-huh.
a pathetic person who had nothing going on until Meghan came in and changed his life. Eh,
Oh,
and he
yes.
just couldn't believe how beautiful she is in person. That's
That's
what every
right.
single story that she gets written about her says. Like, she's
Yes.
so beautiful, the beautiful Meghan.
Yes, and she brought, muffins for the crew. It's always
Yeah.
some BS like that, like, sure, I'm sure that's a thing that happened.
And, because I had just been covering this, how I think a few people did this story of her on the airplane. Again, every time they say the
Oh, yeah.
same thing, she's so beautiful. And I
Oh,
said it must be coming from her. Whenever
yes,
she goes on a show, they say the beautiful Megan. They
yes,
don't do that about anyone, like even supermodels. Like, it's
right.
a weird descriptor, or
It
but
is.
what we see, though, how it works is
Yeah.
Megan wants her writer, her
Mhm.
control. So anything that she's on, apparently, if they won't do this for her, she just burns the bridge. So
So
she
you
probably
should
comes.
demand anywhere you go that they say Leo, so that way
Yeah,
it's a demand of it. It's in your writer to say that.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, wow. That's a good point about the beauty thing. Probably.
Every single time.
And
Yeah.
philanthropist. She likes to be known as a philanthropist.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
The beautiful one, though, is the really weird one, because you'll notice every talk show she goes on, they say the beautiful Meghan Markle,
Mhm.
and then
Mhm.
every single, like, normal, worthless paupers, as
Mhm.
they are normally portrayed in the story,
Uh-huh.
was Megan's so beautiful. Yeah.
Yes, that's true, and but what's interesting is because I did read the book, unfortunately, Endgame, which allegedly, I think she helped write with her pal Omid, and all they could do was bash Catherine, and they basically said something, I'm paraphrasing, but something along the lines is, "All she does is look nice in a dress." But, like,
Oh,
offers nothing else. It was such a horrible, it was just one dig after another. It's like, "Whoa, really?
yeah,
Okay." Think of all the wonderful causes she helps, but my point is, that's funny if she did help write that, and if she's insisting that people refer to her as beautiful,
that
what are you
that would make
bringing
a
to the
lot of
table?
sense to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, right?
Competing, right? So on one hand,
Mhm.
"Oh, she's not really that beautiful. Beauty
Mhm.
doesn't matter, but I'm beautiful." Yeah.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly it. Oh my
And
goodness.
I think we have too that Edward,
Mhm.
I don't know if we mentioned, the Meghan completely burned the bridge after this when he wouldn't do everything that she wanted.
You're absolutely right. I have that here. Yep. So they supposedly had a friendship and he was furious because it ended because she didn't get her way. Supposedly she didn't get her way. Now I believe that Megan's people put out, oh no, they still exchange Christmas cards or something, but I think that's
Yeah.
Megan's people covering that she
Yeah.
burns every bridge ever. So
And she, I don't know how furious he was, but he would have a right to be if you have a job and
Mhm.
she just comes in with no respect. Like,
Mhm.
no, yeah, I'm here. I know what it's so disrespectful. But generally, it seems that Harry and Meghan are the ones who tend to be furious when their demands aren't met.
That's a good point. I think you're right. Mm,
Yes.
my goodness. Could you imagine working with them? No.
Oh, oh yeah, I actually am like doing a thought experiment. Like, they come in like, no, 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 no. Hey, look, do this, do that. Like, oh, these clothes are ugly. These clothes that you've donated for these women, they're ugly. You need better
Mhm.
clothes. She literally said that. It's the
Yeah,
craziest.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then proceeded to remember on that baby shower one that we covered, she proceeded to unwrap used clothes of Archie's and
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And like make it about herself. It's not even shocking at this point. It's
It's supposed to be.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming. So Jen, you have your new channel. Anything
yes.
else on there? And then your current channel, your
Yeah, so
first
Goose
channel?
Adventures is the weight loss channel, and RHR Jen is the main channel, if you will, and just keeping up with Dumb and Dumberton. So check that out. And thanks so much for having me. It's always a pleasure.
Thanks for coming. See you soon.
Yeah.